Hi guys, this is Stormouse03 continuing my Dead Space 3 Classic Mode playthrough, and this is Chapter 14, Part 3. Alright guys, so as soon as you get out here, you're gonna have a gunship patrolling, so I'm gonna kind of wait for that to go by. And if the gunship spots you with this spotlight here, it will shoot at you, and that hurts, so you don't want to do it. But it's easy enough to just, if you wait for a second and let it go by, it will come back, so you don't want to dilly-dally around in this area. You want to kind of get into the door. And here are the bodies that I stomped all the limbs off earlier in this section, I do believe. Still have their limbs. So that's fun. Apparently they regenerated. They sewed them, someone came by and sewed them back together when I was gone. So that's nice for them. I have about 1 million med packs right now, which I'm glad for, because there are some sections coming up that are not super pleasant. Alright. Huh. So, I wonder if this is the area where we're going to encounter the super fast necromorphs. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. So we've got these guys. Oh my god. I did not remember that it came straight from that cutscene into him on me. But, so there's your introduction to them. They suck a lot, because they are really, really fast, as you just saw. They're on top of you in seconds, and it's unpleasant. And there's more of them. And they generally arrive in packs. Okay, I missed. It's always good. It's always good when you miss with these guys. Oh man, so fast. Stasis is so important. So important. So important. God. Oh, die. Oh, don't miss. Please die. Please die. Okay. So yeah, they are dangerous, not because they necessarily hurt you more than the normal necromorphs do, but just because they're so fast, and they can often get in, in your face, as you saw, really, really quickly, and when they pop up out of the snow like that, or when they're gonna pop up in later sections, they can just they can be on you in a half a second. Before you have time to think or even really process where they are, they've shuddered over to a different location and are right in your face, coming from the side or something like that. And it just it's unpleasant. But here we go. And so that is 2 of our areas down. And now we kind of have a little bit of a breather where we can go back and check the state of our equipment, check the state of our ammo, make sure that we're in good shape to proceed on to the next location. I do believe I got some weapon upgrades that looked kind of good. Two reload plus 1 damage. The 2 reload plus 1 damage needs to go into something. Yeah. So my reload is pretty maxed out. So I think I'm going to probably unlock some of these slots on my force gun. And add some of these. Do I have one that's like more clips? Well, a damage plus a clip. We'll see how that works. We shall see. I don't have any ammo. Just none. I have heard before that, and I don't have a lot of scrap metal either, which is not really great. But we'll do what we can here. I have heard before that, and I need to be putting out my scavenger bots. I have heard before that when you reload, you lose all the ammo that's left in that clip. And I'm not really, I haven't tested that theory and like looked to see how much ammo I have when I am firing and then how much is left after I finish. But it seems like that might be kind of true because it feels like it says that I'm using a lot more ammo than it feels like I am. Sometimes, so I don't know about that, but that seems kind of shitty. Alright, I think there's a little bot location over here. And probably some necromorphs. That's fun. Alright, so I'm going to put that down. And I'm hopefully going to get out of here before triggering anything. Because I really don't want to fight any more enemies than I need to. And that's just sort of an unnecessary location. It's got a few goodies to it, but I don't know. I know that there's gonna be things up here that I don't want to deal with more. So this is gonna be a stalker room. I finally remembered their name. I just kept calling them velociraptors before because that's sort of what they are to me. And they definitely behave like velociraptors as well. You'll be trying to focus on one and then another will pop out of the snow like an awful charging daisy next to you. And it's unpleasant. So I'm going to try to trip their spawn here. Not that way. There, I hear them. Oh, look at that. Look at you. So now we've got the music going, and hopefully, if I stand far enough back here, they're not going to be able to pop out right beside me. Or right in front of me. Or behind me. Because that's just, I mean, it feels like it's just very cheap game design. That you can go into a room and it's very clear that there's stuff in front of you, but then stuff is going to be behind you as well. You know, I just don't know. I just don't know. Maybe if I pop them in the face a few times, it'll make them charge at me. Come on, guys. Come on. It's like they're confused. And I guess they might be confused. I mean, I am sort of not doing what, you know, someone might do in this situation, run out in there. Come on, dudes. I don't have the ammo to be playing around with you. It's like they just don't want to. Just don't want to. Oh, oh, come on, are you gonna come on? Oh, no! No! I mean, I hear them screaming like they're gonna charge. And I keep worrying that it's gonna be, like, just out of the snow from the sides of me. Oh, I see you. But yeah, it's almost like they don't exactly know what to do right now, which is kind of good. It's kind of good. And also kind of disconcerting, because if they pop out from a place like I know they can, it's gonna be really bad. But I don't want to spend all day in this room, you know? You want to say, come on, guys. Got things to do, places to be. And see, look, I spent like 2 pieces of ammo there and then reloaded. So, I mean, that could have been like 10 shots gone, if that is true, which sucks. I mean, I don't know. I am such a compulsive reloader, such that I know that there's more. I think there's more. Maybe there's not. So yeah, that went pretty well. Unless something pops out and clobbers me. It takes a little while, a little longer than I'd like it to take, but it's a safe-ish way to get through that area. And sometimes they will pop. I mean, nothing really popped out to the side of me, but sometimes they will. So just be aware of that. That you might get one popping out of the snow somewhere that it doesn't seem like they should be able to. Yeah, I mean, I can't train my brain not to want to reload. Because, you know, you don't want to get into a situation where you only have a couple shots left and you get into an encounter with a bunch of things where you don't want to be reloading. And it seems overly punishing if that's the case, but we shall see. So we've got more stalkers here, more velociraptors, and we need to trigger them. Come on, dudes. Come on, dudes. There we go. I hear ya. I hear yas. And so there are more of them here, and I'm going to try to do the same thing that I did in that other room, which is sort of come up here, trigger them a little bit, keep moving back. Look at that! Did you see the dude pop out right in front of me right here? And then he ran away, but still, how cheap is that? Oh, here comes a slasher friend. What is he doing? Looks like he has some sort of problem going on. Is that one of the fast ones? I really wanted your limb, buddy. Not that one. Whatever. I'm telling you what, the Kinesis sometimes, it just picks up everything but what I want. Like it's designed to tell you to frack off. Alright, here comes Slashy Buddy. Ooh, oh. Just right in front of you. And, you know, if he had turned around and hit me instead of running away, just so much health gone. Alright. Where are you dudes? Where are you dudes? Where are you dudes? Up. It's like 3 or 4 of them back there. It's crazy. Come on. I hear one screaming. Oh, he's right there on me. Good work. That hurt me. Just then. That hurt me a lot. But yeah, you see why I wanted some med packs, because, I mean, it's just so many angles that you have to be aware of all at once, and I don't know, I was trying to use some Kinesis to save some ammo, but it's harder for me to check all of my angles when I have that equipped, when I have something in front of me like that. Oh man. Back up. Come on, kids. Come on, kids. And I don't know. I mean, I'm taking it kind of slow. I realize that this is sort of boring, perhaps, for you guys. But, I mean, I really don't want to show you something that isn't going to be effective for you. And this is certainly the probably safest way of approaching this room. It might not be the most exciting. Ah! This one that's crawling here. You can't get away. It's certainly safer than sort of running out there, because I mean, you see how fast they are. They're just right on you. And more so, I believe, than in Dead Space 2, because they can. Oh my god, really? He was hanging on by a fingernail. Alright. I think that might be all of them. Music has subsided. So, gonna venture out into this area here and look for any goodies that I haven't picked up. But, yeah, I mean, in Dead Space 2, there were similar rooms that were sort of, you know, boxes spread around and whatnot, but it just felt like there were never quite as many of them, and they never really, charged at you from a place where you didn't expect them to, you know? They couldn't come out of the floor. Or out of the wall when there wasn't a vent or something there. I mean, they behaved in a way that was a lot more predictable. And so you didn't have to be quite as cautious because you knew what to expect. But these guys are a little bit more unpredictable with their movements sometimes. So we are now in geology. And we're going to get, I do believe this is the last piece of the Rosetta slabs. So we're here, and oh, a nice ammo clip there. I do like that. One of my scavenger bots is back. That's nice. 2 of my scavenger bots are back. So I had put the one out sort of randomly and the other on a little cache, which is nice. And I've almost got enough ration seals to purchase a nice big cache of stuff. So that's cool. Alright, the state of my stuff looks pretty good. Now, this upgrade circuit is +2 reload, +1 rate of fire. And I think I'm going to put that in my force gun. Unless... yeah, the reload is pretty much maxed, and that's really the only thing that you can put at this bottom part on, excuse me, on your, plasma cutter. Wow. Searching for the name of that one. So. Because you notice, I mean, the thing with the clip, it did not add an extra clip. The circuit on the bottom, I have like a plus something reload, +1 clip. On the bottom of my plasma cutter, it did not add an extra clip. Because if it did, I would have 14 shots right now. Because I have an extra clip in the top, then that gives me the 12. So is this... do I have any tungsten torque bars? I do not. So I'm definitely going to go make one of those. I have plenty of that stuff because I'm not really using... I don't have enough scrap metal and stuff right now to create another weapon. It seems like you almost have to just pick whichever weapons you think are going to work for you and go with them. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be... your resources are going to be spread too thin. And I suppose you could respec... you could break down one of your weapons into its component parts and have those resources, which I actually might do. I've been keeping a couple of my weapons around just in case I got into a situation where I didn't feel like my plasma cutter force gun was gonna cut it. And I don't know. But that was a nice little cache of stuff there. And we're going to move on into this next room. And this is probably actually the easiest of the areas. Because if you know what's coming up, you can kind of prevent some bad things from happening to you. So these guys right here, I'm going to do my best to stomp off all of the limbs to these bodies. Because I know that there are going to be the little head crab things that are going to come and try to take over these bodies here. And if I can get all of the limbs off of them, then hopefully they won't have anything to infect. It looks like that one might still have an arm. But hopefully that will be good enough. And so, you know, with knowing what we're doing here and knowing what's coming up, you can kind of give yourself a little less of a headache. Because if they don't have anything to infect, then that's gonna make it easier for you. So then we're gonna get through this little puzzle here. Don't want to touch any of the lasers. And alright, and see, there they are. And they're much easier to deal with when they don't have bodies to infect that are then shooting at you if you don't kill them fast enough. So that's nice. So that is effectively handled with not too much ammo wasted. And did they give me? Oh. Come on. I wonder... Whatever. I was going to see if they gave me stuff, but I don't want to get caught in the laser, and it looks like all of their little bodies are right there next to it, so... when you go back into this room, there's going to be like 3 or 4 of the army dudes. Danik's troopers. Come on, guys. I know you're here. Oh, they're not there yet because I didn't put the damn slab in the thing. You know, my memory is having a problem with these slabs. It's, I'm trying to avoid having to put the damn monster together because... I don't know, for whatever reason, that puzzle, it always trips me up because even though I know now kind of how it's supposed to go, it still is just not intuitive to me as to how to put the pieces together, but alright. Now I shot him right in his head, it seemed like. Alright. Now I know there's 1 or 2 more. Oh, there you are. Nope, no shooting of me. God, so much health. Alright, I think that's all. So much health they take when they manage to hit you. And when you fail to stasis them the way that you're planning on. You know, luckily I do have some health items right now, but it's always good to not have to use those. So yeah, let's see here. Our ammo is looking still alright. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to... Nope. I'm going to dismantle that planet cracker because I don't really need it. And I'm going to dismantle that SMG. And we'll see if that gives us any more resources here. Doesn't look like it really did. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make another one of those. So maybe you don't get scrap metal, maybe it just gives you the weapon parts, which means that there was absolutely no purpose in dismantling those because you don't really use weapon parts. I wonder where this little... I bet it's in the other room and I'd have to go through the lasers again, so F that. I have the volume turned down so low that I can't really hear the little pings that it makes. So I do not know if it repopulates the enemies in this area. I think it does not. I don't think that it repopulates this area with enemies, but I'm going to be kind of cautious just to be safe. I also see something over here. It's just an artifact. Okay. So yeah, I think you're pretty safe now that we're gonna go back to the room to assemble all of the pieces.
Well, that sounds familiar. At least it's in Polka Riot. I'll be there soon.
And so I'm pretty sure that you're safe now to kind of traverse back. And you will have done one of the longest and most difficult missions, in my opinion, in this game. Or most difficult chapters. Although there is quite a lot of bullshit left to go. I do still like chapter 14. I think that the design is still okay right here. I mean, aside from those rooms where they just throw you feeders, it's like an entire army of those things. But aside from that, and the overuse of enemy numbers in this chapter, I think that it's pretty cool. I mean, there's some puzzly elements, you know. You get some breaks in the action and whatnot, and so it's pretty cool still. It has some redeeming qualities about it. And so I'm not really sure where this cuts from 14 to 15. It may be before we assemble this creature.
Alright, let's hope we can figure this thing out before Danik finds us.
It's simple. Like bones connected. Or, you know, whatever the hell
Yep.
that is.
So we're going to be going into chapter 15 here, guys. And so I will see you there. Thanks for watching.